Hey there guys, we're going to be doing another drone video today, although this one is going to kind of translate into cameras fairly well, since we're going to be talking about ND filters and a lot of these things aren't specific to drones, but in the context of this video, we're going to talk about some of the specifics with drones and ND filters. So first, let's answer the question, what are ND filters? ND filters are essentially sunglasses for your camera that will limit the amount of light going into the lens. They sit right on the end of the lens, and they allow you to achieve lower shutter speeds whenever you are in very high light situations, such as a bright sunny day. For photography, it's kind of important, but for videography, it is very important because you don't want to be shooting at a super duper high shutter speed whenever you're only shooting video at 30 or 60 frames per second. You want to limit that down to where it is twice the shutter speed for whatever frame rate you are shooting at. So if you're shooting at 30 frames per second, you want to be at 1/60th of a second of shutter speed. So ND filters really help you do that by limiting the amount of light that's coming in so that you can bring that speed down, and you need to choose the strength of filter depending on the amount of light that's outside. So you really just need to kind of get a set, and then for whatever shoot you're at, play with them and figure out which one will get you to that sweet spot on your shutter speed. And after doing that a couple of times, you'll kind of realize, oh, it's kind of semi-cloudy out, so I need my ND4 filter or whatever, and you just kind of get used to what strength you're going to need for different situations. But when you're kind of starting out, you first get your ND filters, you want to learn like what strengths you're going to need for different situations. There's no good rule of thumb for me to tell you on how to do that, but get those filters and start playing with them so that you can master that and not have to play around with the different strengths each time you set up your shot. So one of the questions you might be asking by now in the video is, why would you want them on drones? And that's actually a pretty easy question to answer, because usually when you fly drones, you fly them outside, and they're going to be out in the open. They're not just going to be flying in the shade. They're going to be up in the sky where the sun is full force. You might even be facing them kind of slightly towards the sun to get a certain shot, and you want to limit the amount of light that's coming into that lens so that you can get a better shutter speed for the same exposure. And drone cameras are generally very susceptible to artifacting and things at very high shutter speeds. A lot of times, if you're flying and taking urban shots, the asphalt will start looking really grainy at really high shutter speeds. So if you can tone down that shutter speed, you can get a lot more accurate of a texture to the asphalt and everything around you in the urban area. So now I'm going to show you guys kind of the reason why we want ND filters and why it makes your video look better. I can't really describe it to you, so instead I'm going to show you. I shot a bunch of video with my drone. I try to make all the shots the same with all different strengths of ND filters, and I dialed in the exposure meter to be at the exact same setting on each of them so that you get a good comparison of how just adjusting that shutter speed to line up the exposure the same on each shot really helps with the overall quality and look of the shot. And you can also go for some different looks with them. You'll notice that the coloring and everything is a little bit different depending on the strength of the ND filter. So if you're looking for kind of a grayed out shot, you might want to go a little bit strong on the ND filter, and that'll give you a kind of neutral color scheme and things won't pop as much. Especially if you're bringing that shutter speed down below the frame rate, or below double the frame rate that you're shooting at. But overall, you will see a massive difference. So here is the test footage. Oh, and all of this footage will be totally uncolor coded and just raw, just literally dragged and dropped into my editor. I'm not going to touch this at all so that you guys can see like the actual outcome without me touching it. So in the end, use ND filters to help you kind of regulate that light and achieve a proper shutter speed for the shot that you are going for. And just don't overdo it unless that's also the look you're wanting to go for. Just play around with them, get creative. It's just another way to customize your camera and just a way to help you achieve better looking footage and pictures. And they are definitely very helpful on drones. I actually forgot to shoot the outro on this video, so I'm really sorry I'm cutting to kind of a different shot here. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you like the content on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any questions about drones, ND filters, or anything, leave that down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. No.
no.